Hi, it's Chris. Today's workout is going to be a full upper body workout. It's going to be 16 minutes and the format of it is going to be, we're going to do a 1-minute exercise and then alternate it with a 2-minute slightly easier exercise. You won't need any weights or other equipment, but if you have a chair, it would be helpful, and also a towel, a small towel like this size, that is helpful as well. If you have dumbbells, some of the exercises, you can definitely use them, and feel free with any of these workouts, if you have weights, to feel free to use them. But I try to do all my workouts without any weights so that people know that there are definitely options for those who don't have access to weights. I hope you enjoy this workout, and please let me know in the comments what you think and if there's any other workouts you'd like to see. And if you like it, please give me a thumbs up. And if you're new here, please consider subscribing to my channel and make sure you tell a friend about it. Enjoy. The first move is a push-up, and we're gonna lift one arm and the opposite leg when we're in the up position. It is very tricky and it requires a lot of balance and core strength. So if you want to go down onto your knees, that's perfectly fine to do. And when your leg is up, make sure that you are squeezing your butt, and when your arm is up, make sure you're squeezing your shoulder. We will do this for 1 minute. We're going to go right into an overhead shoulder press with a chest squeeze. So we press our shoulders up and then bring our arms together to squeeze our chest and push our shoulders up. Make sure you're not just throwing your arms around. You really want to get a good squeeze in both your chest and your shoulders for this exercise to work. We'll be doing this exercise for 2 minutes, so even without any weights, you will probably most likely feel a burn. The next move we're going to do is a lying scapular press. So we lie on our back and we bring our chest up, and it's almost like we're holding a bar in our hands and we're bringing our chest to the bar. Now, if you find this exercise difficult, you can go over to the wall and do this, and it's exactly the same movement. It's a little easier though on the wall. You just push your shoulder blades together towards the wall and then release them back, and You might find that that's a little bit easier at the wall, but either way, whether you're at the wall or on the floor, you want to think about squeezing your back muscles together. If you're feeling it only in your abs, you're doing it wrong. You will feel it a little bit in your abs, but you don't want to only feel it in your abs. We're going to do this only for 1 minute. Our next exercise is a bent over row to fly. So we bend over and we row, and then we fly our arms back. Both of these exercises are going to work your back muscles, just a little bit different positions. We're going to be doing this for 2 minutes, so you should definitely feel the burn even if you're not using any weights with this. Be sure to squeeze your abdominals in when you're doing this and try to keep a nice flat back. You don't want a rounded back when you do this. The next move we're going to do is we're going to stay with that fly, and we're just going to stay in the upper part of it, and we're going to just get a really good pulse and squeeze our back muscles together the whole entire time. We're doing this only for 1 minute, and you should definitely feel a burn. Our next exercise is going to be a shoulder press, and then we're going to bring our arms forward and up. So it's almost like a scarecrow. So press up, scarecrow them forward, and bring them up. This is another one of those exercises that, since you're not using weights, you really need to squeeze your muscles in order to feel this exercise work. You're going to do this for 2 minutes. When you're doing these, make sure you don't shrug your shoulders up into your ears. You want to kind of depress your shoulders down and almost squeeze them back just slightly, but definitely you want your shoulders down when you're doing this. The next move we're going to do is a pike press. We're going to get in an upside down V, and we're going to bring the top of our head to the ground. To make this a little easier, you can open up your legs just slightly, and that takes a little bit of pressure off of your legs when you're doing this. Now again, you want the top of your head to be going to the ground, not your forehead, because that's going to start working your chest a little bit more. So you should be feeling this one in your shoulders. We're going to do this for 1 minute. The next move we're going to do is a tricep kickback. So we're going to bend over and we're going to keep our upper arms stationary and kind of raised up just slightly. We're only moving our lower arms, and when our arms are in the straightened position, really get a good squeeze in your tricep. If you have dumbbells and you want to use them for this exercise, that's great. But even if you don't, you can get a great workout without any weights with this, as long as you get a really good squeeze in your tricep. We are going to be doing this one for 2 minutes. The next exercise we're going to do is a crab dip. So we're going to bend our arms and work those triceps, and then we're going to touch our hand to the opposite foot. So this takes a little bit of extra balance, which is working your core as well as your triceps. So you want your fingertips to be pointing inward, not outward. And if you find that this one is too difficult, you don't have to touch your toe. Just leave both of your feet on the ground and just do that dip. Next exercise, we're going to head over to the chair and grab your towel, and we're going to put the towel underneath one of your legs, and we're going to use the weight of our leg to be the resistance for our bicep curls. So really squeeze it in and lower it down slow. Don't just drop it down, lower it down and really resist with your leg. We're going to do 1 minute on one leg, and then we're going to switch to the other leg and do 1 minute on the other leg. Okay, switch and put the towel under the other leg. Still working our triceps just the same. Our last move is going to be an isometric hold of our bicep curl. So we're just going to hold our arms in the flexed position. It looks pretty easy, but actually this is really hard to do for 1 minute. But just squeeze your biceps as tight as you can for 1 minute and try not to let go. You can do whatever you want with your legs. You can walk them out, shake them out, or just be still. But this is a lot harder than it looks. But once you're done with this, you are done with the workout. You did it. Very good job. Way to go. What did you think of the workout? Let me know in the comments. Zechariah 4:10 says, "Do not despise small beginnings, for the Lord rejoices to see work begin." And the reason that verse really stood out to me was because when exercising, you have to start somewhere. And even if it's small, just pushing play on the videos is a good first step. Just putting your sneakers on is a good first step because you have to start somewhere. So don't feel bad if you can't do the whole workout. Don't feel bad if you can't do just half of it. Just keep on coming back and keep on trying, and you will get better over time. And you have to start somewhere, so it might as well be here. Have a great day. Be blessed.